Alright, hello and welcome to another career mode episode of the Bradford City Variety. And I'm recording this straight after what happened last episode. And coincidentally, if you didn't see what happened last episode, we'll go to the calendar and check the game like we do with every match in the previous episode. And you might not believe your eyes. 5-0 win at home to Birmingham. I was going to start quoting Firefly's song there and just sing it a bit. And then keep it like suspenseful, but I just wanted to show you the result because I can't sing anyway and I'm still quite tired, even though we absolutely dominated. 5 different goal scorers, 5 goals past Birmingham. We might have struggled against their Midlands counterparts, but we didn't struggle against them, and that shows. We've got a game against Rotherham here today, and they are bottom of the league, so we're going to rotate the squad around a little bit. Some of the players who might not get as much of a look in will get a bit of a look in today. We're obviously going to put your boy Conti in on the left. I'm going to put Beaton in at centre back, I think. We're going to keep Tadibo on, because Tadibo is my main man in defence. And he won't be the captain. We're going to change around. We'll give Brady rest and Akpan another run out. And I'm going to do something interesting here. Maybe not a good idea. But we're going to give Banks a run out ahead of Greenwood, which is a bit of a bold decision. Obviously, we're going to put Greenwood on the bench. There's no second guessing that. And Ismail's on the bench as well, because he asked for a game. I'm not going to give him it. We'll give him a bench spot. And you know what? We'll give Wouters a bit of a game at right back. I don't think he's had a senior game for me yet in the league. Trying to think what else I can change up here. I said I was going to start McCart again, but I don't want to do the expensive Van Dam or Hlošek. We'll just keep him on the bench, I think. And I think that's what we're going to run with. I really want to get. You know what, no, we'll put Akpan. We'll give O'Leary a game. He doesn't get as much game time as his potential deserves. Swap this around because of my OCD sort of thing. But I think that's what we're going to try and go with for this match. It's a bit different, a bit rotated. We've still got the striker, and I honestly want Roberts on the bench, but I can't really have him on where we've got Greenwood on there. I don't know if I don't really want to bring anyone off the bench either. That's a good bench. And Sterling's pace is up to 90, which is an intriguing little stat I just noticed. But I think that's what we're going to run with. Slightly weakened. We're not going to fully weaken our squad so that they get the one over on us, but we've put a couple of players in there that will get a chance. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into this press conference and I'll show you the news and then we'll go into the game against Rotherham. So what do you think we're going to get asked? They're exceeding expectations. Promotion is looking like a real possibility. You put the game beyond doubts last time. Congratulations. You reckon that your rival Rotherham United is concerned at all? Considering we did that to an 11th place team and Rotherham United are bottom, we'll just seem allowed to perform admirably last time. So I think we should approach the match against us with caution. If we score another 5, that would be insanity. I don't think we will. There's playing a slightly weakened squad. Your team is exceeding expectations so far this season, and promotion is looking a very real possibility. Does your team have ways to keep this momentum going? I would say so. Our momentum hasn't dropped. Well, a couple of draws have slowed us down a bit. Oh, the whole squad can help us. It's because this amazing group of players are in this position. They all understand what's needed from them, and hopefully, even those not playing every week can come into the team and keep it going. Rotherham United are at the bottom of the league leading up to your match. Are you confident you're able to keep complacency out of your squad? Rotherham's league position is relevant. Complacency is possible as much as already do. We'll just say it's irrelevant. The team we are facing today is far better than its position in the league suggests. We are going into the match with a game plan to win our heads. I'm being nice to Rotherham here.
Okay guys, we're going to wrap this up now. Thank you very much for attending.
In the last game against them, I think we won 2-0, so it wasn't convincing. And it's going to be at this point of the season we start playing the teams again because, like I said, we're exactly halfway through. I think I said at the end of last episode. But we're going to check back, I think, every game just to see what the score was earlier in the season against that same team. And I cannot find Rotherham, even though it wasn't that long ago. Is my brain on? There we go, 30th of October. We beat them 2-0 away. So I'm quietly confident that we can do the same at home. Maybe a bit more. I don't know. We've rotated the team out a bit, but should be okay. We're going to give back, like I said, we're going to give Banks a start, see what he is capable of on that right side. But I'm very confident we can get the win here. Roberts' goal settles Birmingham defeat. Oh, UEFA Team of the Year 2021 Defender shortlist. 2 Man City players, a Bayern player, and a PSG player. I don't want to sound stupid. I know one of them's Kimmich, but I don't want to sound stupid and not know the other ones. Marquinhos for PSG, Skriniar and Cancelo for Man City. And Kimmich for Bayern. That's the predictions. Haaland shows his class. Finally. It's taken a bit of time to get back into his groove, but he has scored a goal in the 5-0 thumping of Birmingham. Top players put on top performances, and like what Erling Braut Haaland has been doing recently. He's been turning it on game after game and really put to one of the standout players at Bradford. I still can't believe we signed him on a release clause. We've got 4 players in there. Where's the other scorer? I'm trying to think who scored and didn't get in the team. Roberts. He didn't play long enough, that's fair enough. Bradford looking forward for a win against Rotherham. Bradford say we're looking forward to a win for 2-0 win in the last encounter with Rotherham United. Was any indication of how today's result will go. And it'll be the usual positive open game of football, so I'm not going to read it. But Rotherham, for once that does apply to Rotherham, they do need to play catch-up because they are rock bottom of the league. 8 points adrift of safety. They need to turn it around, as do the other teams in the relegation zone, which are Sunderland and Peterborough. Peterborough I'm surprised at because they absolutely romped their way to League One glory last season. And how they've not got higher in this season so far is a bit of a mystery. But anyway, we're going to go into the match against Rotherham. We're going to host Rotherham here today. The rotate side, not a fully rotate side, man. We've got a few starting 11 players in there, but some of the younger players or some of the less picked players will get a little bit of a run out here today. We've got Rossi in goal, we've got Conti and Ventus as a fullback pairing. We've got Beaton and Todibo as a centre back pairing. It says Todibo as the captain, which he won't be. We're going to be giving that role to... Who do we give that role to? I'll give it to Carbonero. Or actually, we could give it to Rossi. No, I'll give it to Carbonero. He's older. Rossi's only 18, so maybe people in the team might get a little bit annoyed if I put him as captain. But anyway, like I said, we've got Beaton and Todibo as a centre-back pairing. We've got Van Dam and Hlošek as the midfield pairing, along with O'Leary, I should say. It's a 3-man midfield now. Carbonero captaining on the left, Banks on the right. He's getting a little run out to see what he can do on that side of things. And then up front is our main striker, our main man at the top, Erling Braut Haaland. We're not going to give him a rest, although we have got substitute in Greenwood, or I don't know, we could try and rotate someone else there and see what happens. But we're going to go into it with confidence and with good feeling because, like I said, we won the last game 5-0. Rotherham at bottom. I'm not expecting another 5-0 because that's just how FIFA goes, really. But if I can get a really good score here, or if I can just get a win, I suppose, that would help us monumentally. Oh my god, O'Donnell. I completely forgot O'Donnell played for Rotherham. We'll do one more shot. If you don't know the background, O'Donnell was our very first keeper here at Bradford City. We sold him off.
Well, this is the kind of match every
I'm half glad we did, because it's Rotherham, but Rotherham are bottom of the league.
Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for
so our first repeat game of the Championship, by which I mean it's the second time we play Rotherham. It's going to be second times for every team now because we're exactly halfway through the season.
And good evening on what is a
Here we go, EFL Championship, Bradford City at the Vibe Parade hosting bottom of the league, Rotherham United. If you're a Rotherham United fan, I apologise for your position in this career mode. But if you're a Bradford City fan, you're enjoying this entire career mode the whole way through, apart from maybe a few slips and stuff throughout, I guess. We're fully exceeding expectations this season. If we get to the Premier League back to back to back, I think maybe I would need to switch the difficulty up if I do that. But I don't know, we'll see where we go from here. Still got another half of the season to go. Carbonero been named captain today here by Theo Johnson. Could have gone to either Carbonero or Rossi, to be honest. Those are my two nominees for it. Hlošek might have been one as well, actually, to be honest. But it's been given to Carbonero. Kachi, of course, not on the pitch. Backup captain Akpan is not on it either. And I haven't named a captain beyond that, so I guess Carbonero will be third in command. But Rotherham are playing, I think, a similar squad, maybe a couple of different players. We've got O'Donnell in goal still, which is, I don't know if that's good or bad. We scored 2 past them last time. They're going 4-3-3 as well, but their midfield's a bit more open. Like I said, we know the goalkeeper who plays for them because we sold them the goalkeeper who plays for them. It's interesting. We thought O'Donnell wasn't good enough for a League 2 side or League 1 side, I think it was at that point. And he is at Rotherham. I think we sold him to Rotherham when they were in League 1 as well, but that's beside the point. We're going to kick off things with Haaland here and yacht it down to the right mid spot immediately. Like I said, a couple of players getting a bit of time to show what they're about. Hopefully they put in a good showing for themselves and they don't squander a game here that should be easily won. Hlošek looking for Banks over the top here with the ball. He's turned inside. Back off to Hlošek. It's a very good save by O'Donnell, but Hlošek's going to scrap, and it's gone in. It's a scrappy goal, but it came from a 1-2 between Hlošek and our youth prospect, Andrew Banks. Hlošek had to scrap and claw for that goal, to be fair. Banks cut in, passed it back to Hlošek. Haaland got in the way, but not really too far in the way. It was saved at first, tried to clear it, but in the end, Hlošek scraps it into the net. And O'Donnell can't do much about that, and we are a goal to the good here at the Valley Parade. And a man who couldn't get his name on the score sheet, unfortunately, in the last game, the thrashing of Birmingham City, has scored inside 4 minutes here against another team we could potentially thrash in Rotherham United. 4-0, or 1-0 in 4 minutes. The opening goal has been scored against the bottom of the league team. Conti intercepts, and Carbonero could break through here. Van Dam is passing it to Haaland, which is not where I passed it, which is very interesting. A little intriguing stat there. Wouters is way off his position, but it's not going to make it to the Rotherham man anyway. Taribo's going to take the throw. I'm just going to throw it short to Wouters. And Banks, in my opinion, has made an immediate impact on the game. With this new formation, though, I can't afford to start ahead of Carbonero and Greenwood regularly. Especially as they're both still very good growing players. Hlošek, though, will spot nobody because I was aiming for Banks. It locked onto Haaland. Okay, interesting. Wouters tries to win the ball back. I remember Wouters is a left back usually by trade, but he can play either full back position, which is very, very good for us. He's very versatile in the full back positions. I couldn't get. Oh, it's going to be one of those games where I get an early goal and don't score for the rest. I feel like it's one of those. Hlošek can trap back because Wouters is out of position. The cross is actually worked out. I didn't think it would. Beaton intercepts though, and it's brought away. I honestly thought that cross had gone too far. O'Leary into Haaland. And Banks now with some room on the right. Not a lot to work with. Into Hlošek. Back onto Haaland. Van Dam calling for it through the middle. He's going to take the shot, and he's going to make it two. I bloody love this man. Noah Van Dam. He's actually so much better than his rating says. He's so much better than the stats say. I actually love this man. Like, not in a homosexual way, but just for the team. He is a young player who's got a lot to offer. And if we make it to the Premier League, I was saying last episode, maybe a couple episodes ago, I think it was last episode, that he might not get as much game time when we get to the Premier League. I don't know, to be honest, because he's absolutely tearing the Championship apart with his passing, his assisting, and more recently his goals. I don't know who to compare him to. But he's playing very well right now. Only 17 years of age, 71 rated, which is very good for a young player. Especially when he can grow to a lot more. I think his potential is mid-80s. Possibly low 90s, I'm not sure. Depends how much we grow him and depends how much his dynamic potential kicks in. We are 2-0 up here against Rotherham United early on, and this could be an actual demolition. Like, I know Birmingham was a demolition, but this could also be a demolition. Oh, he stopped his run. I thought Van Dam was going to continue. We could play it into him. That's my bad. Unfortunately, didn't continue the run. Didn't get to play it through. It's not the end of the world. In fact, Rotherham could get a chance here. And they do get a chance. It's saved by Rossi, who can grab and does grab. Bit of a scare there. I don't know if I was thinking of putting Grabar, and I think if I maybe had there, it might not have been saved like that. Try to pass it over O'Leary, couldn't get it off in time.
It's a goal for Stoke City. It's been scored by Biram Diouf. Bad mistake in midfield. Gave the
Stoke
ball
score a
away.
goal for
Two
Biram
passes later,
Diouf, who I'm
send
surprised
them
he
back
plays
in
for
the
them
net.
actually.
22
I thought he might have
minutes
transferred
played.
clubs.
And caught with ease, no real threat from the
Rossi, Carbonero, on to Van Damme.
The hosts have had
Oh,
the lion's share
tried.
of possession, really starting to
Well,
dictate
check.
the tempo of this game
Van
now.
Damme.
They're creating chances as well. I'm
Haaland.
not sure their opponents seem to have the answer, to be honest.
Banks.
Can't seem to get a foothold in this game.
Turn inside. Oh, it was a nice little stylish attempt at a pass, but he has to see where he's doing the pass, or it won't work.
And the
Beaton
counter
heads
looks
it, but it's
on
gone
here,
straight to
options
Rotherham
available.
again.
And the ball with Lecco.
And it's intercepted by Todibo. I think maybe Conti and Todibo with a team effort there to stop the ball going through. And
Room to manoeuvre
Conti
on the wing.
has found Carbonero in some space here. It's gone to Hlošek.
It's
Banks.
opening up for them.
Wouters. He's trying to nick it across the box. He did well to bring it in, but a lot of players flooding that box. And we are rampant right now. They've had a couple of chances, more chances than Birmingham, I believe, already. But we are, I feel like we're in a good position here already. 2-0 is just half an hour in. Hlošek, Van Damme, Haaland, and it could be 3, and it is. Oh dear. Rotherham are in trouble.
A brilliant display.
It's that simple, and it's come, well, it's not come from Van Damme, I guess, directly. It came from Wouters to Hlošek, to Van Damme, and then to Haaland. But Van Damme is involved again, and it's another assist for the young man, who is going to be a fun player to use once he hits a higher overall. Once he gets to his potential as well, it's going to be incredible. I really want to use all my youth players, but I can't train them all. I might have to maybe try and loan 1 or 2. I'm not going to loan a lot out because the squad depth isn't much as it is, and I don't want it to be worse. So we'll probably maybe loan 1 or 2 out in January perhaps, and see what goes on there. But I don't know. 3-0 up. Rotherham may have a chance here. I lied. Todibo's there. Oh no, they still may have a chance because the header's gone not far, but it's off target. No worries too much from the captain there, lashing a shot at goal. Not even a replay, so the shot can't be that good. I thought the header was going to go further because it was Todibo, but I shouldn't take that for granted that we've got a really good young defender. Because sometimes it doesn't matter who you are, you still can't header out sometimes. But young Claire Todibo is one of the best defensive signings I will ever make in a career mode. He has tackled pretty much everything. There's maybe a couple of occasions where he's let stuff through, but he is definitely shored up our defence, and it shows our goal difference. Is Banks going to make it to that? He is. Back into Hlošek perhaps. On one more to Haaland. It's going to not be played too far. Maybe should have done any passes, never line pass there, but not the end of the world. Throw in once again to us in an offensive position.
Will he play it in?
Can't really play it in. O'Leary onto Van Damme. Through to Haaland again. Are you joking? Oh, you are joking. I wasn't sure if it was offside. It wasn't, but the shot was awful. That's an awful effort on goal. Maybe he should have just gone with Van Damme and hoped, but Van Damme played it for to Haaland. I think he was a bit off balance, but still no excuse really. That's an awful shot from a man who's been very good for us the majority of the season. Todibo, O'Leary, down to Banks, back into O'Leary. Try to get it through to Haaland, try to squeeze a pass through, but got tackled and closed down. I saw the Haaland run, but it was a little late. And can Lamy beat Wouters there? I don't think so. TBH. Rossi brings it out to Beaton. And one more onto Van Damme, even though it wasn't for Van Damme. But Conti now gets the ball, like I originally wanted. Carbonero into O'Leary. Hlošek. Back to O'Leary. Hlošek is blocked off. Hlošek's already scored 1 today. His long shots are somewhat lethal. Andrew Banks is going to get a throw in here on the right hand side once again. Really get sick of throwing the ball, to be completely honest. Hlošek. Back post to Carbonero. It's defended?
Effort, you've got to say.
Well, it's way,
Oh,
way
it's
off target. A real
I
poor
think
effort
it's
with his
actually
head.
Carbonero's header. To be fair, the fact that he's winning headers at all, it's fine with me. 5'7" and he's winning headers. Obviously, I wanted that to go into Haaland, but it doesn't lock on to the guy in the middle. It locks onto the guy back post, which is slightly annoying, but what can you do, really? So I'm just going to bear it. Wouters,
Keep it.
you could get another attack out of this, to be honest. Carbonero
Interesting pass. See some progress with the ball at his feet.
into the middle to O'Leary, and it is 4, and that's a phenomenal finish from another youth prospect there. I think it was him who kept the possible attack alive. It might have been Wouters, actually. Someone in the middle, a youth player, kept the possibility of getting the 4th half time alive, and it's worked out. 4 minutes into injury time in the first half, where we should have had 3. We got the chance, we got given the chance. Carbonero passes it into O'Leary. O'Donnell gets a touch to it, but it's not enough to keep it out, and holy shit. If I thought the last game was
Well,
good,
his players have followed his every
4-0 up at half time, imagine what this game could end up as. And I promise you guys, I am on world-class difficulty. Like, for real. It might not feel like it, but I am on world-class difficulty.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first
Holy
half performance. That scoreline
shit.
tells you all you need to know.
4-0 at half
Whistle
time.
is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason.
And in the
He's
2
crossing
episodes
the
I've
game and
recorded
giving
today,
the defenders
I've,
headaches,
in,
Lee.
I think 135 minutes of game time, we'll round it off as, I've had 9 goals and no goals conceded. We scored 5 against Birmingham in a full game, and so far at half time, we are 4-0 up against Rotherham United. I expected a win, but I didn't expect this.
And so the
And looking around the grounds, nobody else's result comes remotely close, but of course, most likely, I think, from what I could see at first glance, all my rivals are winning again. And my incredible performances right now mean nothing, because they're winning as well. I'm really hoping Stoke will be the team to drop points, because I can maybe sneak into that 2nd position. And look at the stats here. Unbelievable domination we've had so far. And this is with a weakened team. Imagine if we come out with a full-strength lineup. I don't even want to think about it. It's insane. But is it going to be a 4-0 finish of the game, or are we going to get some more goals in the second half? Time will tell. Banks already getting a tackle in. Banks has been quite a good player today. Exactly like I thought he would be. That's not who I was aiming for, but interesting. Trying to nick a pass through, and they're always on Haaland immediately. And I understand why. It's because he's one of the best in the league, but maybe the highest rated player in the league, I don't know, but he's always getting marked heavily. And it's going to be... It was outpacing from Lindsay for Wouters, but the cross is not great, and flapping at that is Rossi, but there's no real trouble, to be honest. Slowed out the office for Smith. Slowed out the office for every Rotherham player, really. You can't just put Smith when we actually are 4-0 up at half time. And I don't know what the scoreline could end up as. It could stay 4-0. It could be 5-0. Hell, it could be even more than the Birmingham game. It could be even more than the Burton game, which is our record win. I don't know where this is going to end up, to be honest. That's a very good tackle as I try and turn in. You can't jeer that, Bradford. Come on, mate. That is definitely a clean tackle. Whatever the fans say, I'm sorry, but that is a clean tackle. And it's a good bit of pickup from Lema here, who's just awful with it, really. We have to bring Wouters off, to be honest, soon. His stamina is not great. Palmer coming on from McDonald. Why wouldn't you start Matthew Palmer, one of the main men in our League 2 adventure? Because he was on loan with us. We didn't re-sign him. And I'm not sure whether I regret that or not yet. I don't think I do, because we've got some good youth players, youth midfielders coming through. But I think he's still higher rated than most of the players I've got in my midfield, but beside the point. Carbonero into Van Dam, who can't control it. Pass was a bit fast to control. Beaton should win the header, and he does. Van Dam. Carbonero. I think I play a bit more defensively, to be honest. It's not where I passed it, realistically, for being honest. Leko could, well, he will outpace Conte on the left. But it's blocked by, I believe, either Wouters or It wasn't Hennessy because Hennessy's not on the pitch. It must have been Wouters.
Thanks,
Haaland. And spots Carbonero. Is he onside? He is. Into Haaland. Yeah, I was going to say defender intercepted, and then I was going to mix it up and say decepted because my brain doesn't work.
Smith making progress.
Smith aims towards the middle of the cross. Interesting play. Coming back across, and Rotherham have got consolation, you know. I honestly thought that my keeper might be able to save that, but then I remembered who my keeper is. Sometimes he has on days, sometimes he has off days. But maybe Sadibo could cut it off, but at the end of the day,
Well, let's have another view of that goal.
they have scored. They've made a consolation for themselves, and I really hope I don't fuck this up. If this somehow ends 4-4, I will actually be very upset. Ben Wiles has got one, and I'm not really sure that it will make much of a difference, if I'm being completely honest. But a goal is a goal for Rotherham. Haaland kicking off again. Didn't expect to have to kick off another time after the first time, but they are. And Carbonero, he's gone the whole way. Haaland can't get a shot off. It's blocked. It's not fully cleared, and nobody on my side wants to get to it just to finish it off. But, oh no! If they actually bring this back, I would tackle.
67 minutes played. 3-0.
3-0 in the West Brom game, and they're another promotion rival, which is an issue. I want one of my fucking promotion rivals to slip up when I slip up, and then do good when I do good. But at the moment, they're not slipping up at all. O'Leary. Haaland obviously targets another good tackle. I don't know why Haaland can't just get going. He's got 86 pace. He just can't seem to get going past defenders.
A highly purposeful attack, this. The emphasis on getting the ball forward.
That should be that should be no problem, really. If it was a problem, I'd been worried. That's a problem. Because I was aiming it there at first, and it must have just locked on and decided to go there anyway.
He has been deemed to be
Offside. We're going to give Sterling. We're going to get Sterling back on the pitch, mainly because Wouters is tired.
So 2 substitutes to come on in
Ola
one
Sunday and Clark, I believe, coming off. I think it said. Murphy and Mattock coming out for Rotherham. We're going to bring off Wouters, who's had a decent run out. Been quite important in some of the attacks today. He's going to come off for Dujon Sterling. And we're going to have a free kick due to the fact it was offside. Are you kidding me? I was just if that gets goaled up by the Rotherham player, I'll be very upset. And Carbonero.
of a goal in the Nottingham Forest match. Alan McInally.
It's a third goal for Nottingham Forest.
Loschek. Will it be 5? No, it won't. It's a very good save. And for some reason, Loschek fell over when taking the shot. I think if he'd still been on his feet, we'd be able to rebound that and get his second of the day. Just slightly annoying, but.
Defensively, they're all over the place.
And to Carbonero. I didn't know whether to pass it there or not, and I just ran into the defender because I'm an absolute idiot. Why is it whenever I put Haaland like is running behind defenders, he runs literally behind them like he's on the other side of them and they're marking him? And exhausted but playing well, so I don't want to bring him off. A lot of players exhausted, but that's okay because most of these guys won't start the next game as they are just for this game, and we'll have most of our usual team fit back for next game. Oh, just fuck off. Why has their goalkeeper suddenly got good this half? We can't get another goal.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the
I wanted it to go on to Carbonero actually to get to Haaland, but I was going to pass it on one more, but Carbonero stopped, so I didn't. I just went for it and hoped. Loschek, Todibo can't win the header. It's come to O'Leary, and it's 5. And it is 5, and Donald O'Leary has scored his second goal today. And another man who I need to really work on growing more because he has got hell of a great potential as well.
Oh, Derek, take responsibility.
I just need to try and keep growing him. Loschek is dead, and I think it might be time to make our other 2 substitutions, but they can't get the ball away. We get another, and today we've scored double figures in my 2 episodes I've recorded. Only his second goal in the championship, but it's his second goal today, which is pretty impressive. We're going to make a couple more substitutions. Hlošek is dead. Van Damme is dead as well. We're going to put Ismail and McCartan on those spots. And the rest of the warriors of this team can just hold on. And Greenwood's not going to get a run out today because we don't need him. Giving him a full rest would be useful. We have to rotate things and possibly play Greenwood as striker if Haaland isn't recovered by the weekend. I think it's the weekend, our next game. Pretty sure this is a midweek game. My brain serves me right. 5-1 here at the Valley Parade against bottom of the league Rotherham. Should be 5-0, but I couldn't get across to the defender. So it's not. Ismail taken down, which is a fair tackle. Can't say it wasn't. Switch to Sterling. Okay, or don't. I don't. Okay. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Okay, you follow my keeper there, mate.
I think he knew he was guilty of fouling. Free kick conceded.
Rossi's already picked it up in his two hands, and the guy's like, yeah, I want the ball. Rossi's powerless to do anything. Rossi just boots it ahead towards Haaland, and I think, even if they do score, like, does it really make a difference to anything, really? I mean, obviously it makes a slight difference to our goal difference, but like, really, in the general scheme of things, what does it change? Haaland back into McCartan. That's not the best of passes from the Norwegian, but just can't get it across. Haaland kind of hospital past McCartan there. That pass, I'm not gonna lie. Is this manager mode? Yes, it is. It is manager mode. I'm controlling Bradford City. In case you hadn't realised already. But yes. Corner, getting right to the end of the game. Can we get a sixth? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. We've got a hell of a result though again. Carton to Sterling. Can we get a sixth? It's an attempt, and it's a rebound, and it is going to be 6. And who scored that? Andrew Banks. I've been talking him up all game about how he's going to be a potential guy, and I think that's his first goal in Bradford City colours.
Well, here's the replay. It comes off the keeper.
And
Every right to ask where his defenders
I honestly
are.
didn't expect to get a 6 there.
react.
Sterling tried a shot. It was saved from O'Donnell. I didn't think it was going to get back to Banks. I thought it might have been clear beforehand, but it got back to the young midfielder. And O'Donnell is left questioning his defenders,
Well, his players
not just for that
his
goal,
every
but for the
command
whole
answer.
day.
The coach must be delighted.
And Andrew Banks, first senior goal, I think, at least in the championship anyway. And he has a very good game today, to be honest. And that's going to do it. I'll pretty much do it anyway. 3 minutes of added time is up. And we win another by another massive scoreline, I should say. In the last episode, we beat Birmingham 5-0. And in this one, we beat Rotherham 6-1. 11 goals scored today in the 2 episodes I've recorded. And 1 goal conceded, unfortunately. But who cares? When you've got 6 goals, who cares if you concede that 1 goal? I don't think it's a big. It doesn't make a big difference on the scoreline anyway. Hlošek, Van Damme, Haaland, O'Leary with 2, and Andrew Banks capping off a sublime performance here. 6 for Bradford. Wiles got 1 back for Rotherham, but it'll only make a difference to his goal tally. Personally, it won't make a difference too much. I suppose it'll make a difference to the goal difference for Rotherham. They've got 1 extra goal to add to the goals they scored. They've got 6 to add to the ones they conceded. These are the stats. We got 6 goals, 15 shots on 15 shots with 12 on target. They had 4 with 2 on target. We dominated all over really. Possession was quite close, which is usual, but we actually had possession dominance, which is not that usual. And Donald O'Leary will get man of the match, and fully deserved. His 2 goals give him a 9.6 rating. Van Damme with a 9.5. Hlošek 9.4. Haaland 9.4. Andrew Banks 9.1. Carbonero, the captain, with a 9. Todibo with an 8. Everyone else pretty solid. I suppose if you're not really got much of a high rating, you're on a substitute, so it's not too bad, I suppose. Man of the match for them looks like it's either Cooper or Wiles. I suppose you could take your pick there. They're both on 7.8. That's going to end another game, and we're going to go into the interview. And I'm looking forward to another interview The results around the grounds do not favour us because all of our rivals, I'm pretty sure, won again, which is bloody annoying. Especially when we're winning 6-1.
Some questions regarding the match?
Oh boy, here we go. Carbonero's continuous hot run of form. How satisfied are you with this performance today? He did really well. So yeah. He deserves all praise. I have Xbox One, but not FIFA 20, but FIFA 19. I don't know why the bots removed that from the chat. That's a bit... There's nothing wrong with that. We 2 goals to secure a win. All years here today. Any thoughts? If you... I would recommend getting FIFA 20. Like, I do complain about it quite a lot, but it is really fun. Impressive performance. We'll give him solo credit because he hasn't played much. I'm very impressed with the way O'Leary played today. It's a world-class performance. Bradford City is unbeaten so far in the EFL Championship in the past... I don't know how many games it is now at this point, to be honest. Are you confident to keep the streak rolling? We're not obsessed with this. Sooner or later we will concede defeat, so I will not turn the streak into an obsession. So I'm going to check back at the calendar because I actually have lost count of how many we've been unbeaten for now. We had a win streak going for a while, but we drew a couple games, and so it doesn't. It's not really a win streak anymore. Greenwood is he's got a message here. I wanted to let you know that it could either be I'm enjoying my football at this club, or I want to transfer out. So we'll see in a second, but I want to see how far back we are. But last time we lost was Stoke. I remember that because we should have won it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 games we're unbeaten for. 18 games in the championship. That is insane. Can we go to the end of 2021, I think? Possibly. With an unbeaten record and go into 2022. All guns blazing. We've got our FA Cup game that I've been waiting for so long. It'll happen on New Year's Day against Peterborough. And I really want a cup run, so I just need to not mess up. But we have got a message here. It's halfway cut off. Possibly the worst point the message could be cut off. What is it going to say? I want to let you know that I'm a bit worried having read some of the speculation around me. I want to ask you to give me another chance to prove that I'm the best man for the job. Thank fuck. I thought for a second he wanted to leave. I'll give you a chance, and I'm hoping you'll live up to the challenge. Honest to God, I thought for a second we were fucked. I thought we were done there. Greenwood was leaving. I mean, granted, we get a good price for him. He's worth about 10.something million, but we could have probably squeezed 15 million out of a team, perhaps. I don't know, but for a second there, I thought, holy shit, we're losing one of our best players. That's not what I want. Luckily, we're not getting that. He just wants a chance to prove himself, and a lot of the lineup are tired. I'll switch this around next episode. I think I'm going to start Greenwood up in striker just to see what he would do in this formation, because Haaland, I think he deserves a break, to be honest. He has been scoring again. If we look at the top scores quickly, I'm going to do a quick little stat rundown before I end the episode. We'll take a look at the table first of all. Everyone above us just keeps winning. I can't catch up. I've scored 11 goals in the past 2 episodes and only conceded 1. You can see that my goal difference has gone from 19 to 29, which is insanity, to be honest. But we just can't get up the table. If we'd won those 2 games that we drew on, we would have been in an automatic promotion spot, but we drew them, and that's just how football is. But I can't... every time I win, they just win. And I half want to come up against a promotion rival, because if I beat them, I can actually overtake them. But at the moment, I don't think our next promotion rival game is till the 8th of January against Fulham, and then 19th against Stoke. So, I don't know. But anyway, I think that's going to end our episode. Before I go, I said I was going to check over the stats, and I am going to. We've got Zohore top with 16 goals in 18 matches. Holy shit. I'm just going to look for our players only, to be honest. I'm just reading out a top one. Haaland is there, very close to the top of the goal scoring leaderboards. 15 and 23. Decent total, decent return. And Greenwood just hanging around there towards the bottom of the top 25. 8 and 23. He's not scored as many, but we're going to give him a run out as striker next game to see if he does anything, I suppose. Carbonero and Logic with 7 assists. Haaland with 6 assists. Greenwood with 5 assists. And that's it in there. As for clean sheets, Rossi, 9 out of 21 games. That's a lot better than last season, I believe, clean sheet record-wise. And I know he's not on here, but I'm pretty sure Grabara does have 1 clean sheet to his name as well. But holy hell, these past 2 episodes have been goal-filled, and I hope you guys have enjoyed them. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode in particular. 6-1 win over Rotherham. And next game will be, I think they play at Pride Park. I'm not going to lie, I don't remember Derby Stadium name. I will try and find out for next episode. But we're going to play away against them on Christmas Day. We're not even having a Boxing Day game this year. It's just Christmas. We're playing on actual Christmas Day. They could have just moved it to Sunday, surely, and have Boxing Day fixtures. But no, playing on Christmas. Not going to be home to see the family because we are playing football. But you guys have enjoyed another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode, and I'll see you very, very soon when we take on Derby County away.